We've got new tool announcements from Milwaukee, DeWALT, Makita, Ridgid, Hilti, Bosch, and more.
We've got sanders, tiny knives, string trimmers, cheap welders, and Mr. Tools does something wildly dangerous with a huge Makita impact wrench.
Plus another platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. This is The Tool Show. Welcome back, tool fans. I'm Rob, that's Sarah, and we have a ton of tool announcements this week, starting with Ryobi. That's the all-new Ryobi Gen 2 18-volt 1 Plus HP brushless 7¼ circular saw. As with the Gen 2 tools that we covered last week, this one comes with a whole heap of power, making this the most powerful Ryobi circular saw they've ever produced. It cuts 3 times faster than its predecessor, but still makes 370 cuts with an 8Ah battery. It reaches 5,000 RPM and has an impressive 2 9/16" depth of cut. Other features include a new die-cast upper guard, 56-degree bevel, a vacuum port, better grip, and integrated pommel handle. When the new saw arrives in March, it'll cost $139 bare. This is my car, and this is my 3W floor mat. My car's covered with them. Floors, trunk, and frunk. And I love them, but not for the reason you might think. Sure, each one's crafted from premium, non-toxic, odorless, thermoplastic elastomer materials that ensure strength, resilience, durability, and elasticity. For every model, they use a high-precision 3D scan so their mats have no gaps, no slipping, and a perfect seamless fit. But my favorite feature isn't the perfect fit, the great looks, or the durability. It's how easy they are to clean. Why? Because I'm not the only one who rides in my car. Lots of people do, like my daughter here.
Oops.
Not a problem, sweetie. Accidents happen, like this one. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Like this one. And that one. Look, this is not a fluke, but thanks to my 3W liner, it's not an issue either. See? No problem. And with over 400 models, it's likely that 3W has your car covered too. So if you share your vehicle with chaos like I do, head over to 3wliners.com, enter your model information, and say hello to floor liner bliss. Do you suppose they make pants?
DeWALT showed off a new cordless 60-volt max demolition hammer last week, and this week they're following up with a corded version. That is the D25966K 1 1/8" 41-pound demolition hammer. It delivers 40 joules of impact energy, and its all-metal housing and barrel make it durable enough for jobs like floor trenching for pipe, breaking up stairs, creating openings in shafts, breaking asphalt, and loosening hard-packed dirt, gravel, and clay. And when paired with a DeWALT DCV 585 60-volt max dust extractor, it offers OSHA Table 1 compliance. You can pick one up right now for only $14.99.
Ridgid just announced a new 18-volt dual-function cordless inflator, the R86051. It delivers up to 160 psi and can top off truck tires in under 60 seconds with 16 SCFM. It has both a high pressure and high volume setting for various applications. It also can be powered either by a Ridgid 18-volt battery or the included 12-volt vehicle cord. It's got a rotating digital dial and auto shutoff to easily set it and forget it. It also has an onboard LED light, anti-vibration feet, and it's 40% quieter than the Ridgid digital inflator. The new Ridgid dual-function cordless inflator will be available soon for only $99.
We've got more XGT news out of Makita this week. This time they have a new multi-tool. That is the all-new Makita GMT01 40-volt max XGT Starlock Max oscillating multi-tool. As the name implies, it supports Starlock, Starlock Plus, and Starlock Max accessories and blades. It ranges from 10,000 to 20,000 OPM, and it's controlled with a variable speed dial. It has toolless blade change, a lock on-off switch, soft start, and weighs in at only 4.6 pounds with a battery. It's also fairly compact at only 12 inches long. No word yet on price or availability.
Hilti announced 2 new Neuron cutoff saws this week, starting with the Neuron DSH 622 battery cutoff saw that aims to match the power of a 60cc gas version without all the fumes, noise, maintenance, or fuel mixing issues. With 4 B22 255 Neuron batteries and their cordless optimized 12-inch blade, it'll cut up to 30% more than a full tank of gas. It's also cheaper to operate than gas, and it weighs in at 26.5 pounds with a pair of 170 batteries and a 12-inch blade. The saw is perfect for cutting concrete, masonry, curbstone, pavers, asphalt, and more. It's great for metalworking too, including cutting metal deck, rebar, steel sheet, metal track, and pipes. The new DSH 602 is available now starting at $12.59.
Hilti's other new saw is the DSH 722 battery cutoff saw. It has a rear handle layout designed for floor-focused tasks. Just like the 600, the 700 will beat a full tank of gas with just 4 B22 255 neuron batteries and a 12-inch SPX cordless optimized blade. It weighs 29.3 pounds with batteries and a blade. It's also available now for the same starting price of $12.59.
Speaking of cutoff saws, I say that at parties all the time. Bosch has a new one of its own. This is the Bosch GCO 1514 14-inch cutoff saw. It has a powerful 15-amp motor for fast cutting performance with higher overload capacity to help prevent tool damage. It has a 5-inch capacity, making it great for cutting through larger ferrous metal workpieces. It has an adjustable fence with a miter angle adjustment, providing 3 mounting locations with the ability to perform cuts from 1 to 40 degrees left.
Bosch showed off their new biscuit joiner too. That's the GFF 18V086 18-volt brushless biscuit joiner. It has a slim ergonomic grip with a large auxiliary handle for better control, an adjustable fence with 5-position lock and detent, and a depth selection knob that makes it easier to adjust between number 0, number 10, and number 20 biscuits. No word yet on price or availability for the new Bosch tools.
Milwaukee just announced their smallest and lightest drill driving kit ever. That's the new Milwaukee 3401 M12 subcompact brushless 3/8-inch drill driver and the 3450 M12 subcompact brushless 1/4-inch hex impact driver. And Milwaukee's calling these disruptively small, making them the most compact and lightest in the entire industry. We're talking about a half-pound lighter than competitors and up to an inch shorter. Perfect for building an itty-bitty living space, or presumably to get into some really tight spaces. The drill boasts 350 inch-pounds of torque and 1,550 RPM. The new impact has 1,100 inch-pounds of torque, 3,000 RPM, and 4,100 IPM. Both will hit the shelves in April, and you can pick up either one for $119 bare or $149 in a kit with 2 CP 2.0 batteries, or get them both in a kit with 2 CP 2.0 batteries for only $199.
I cannot wait to see how small those are in person.
Yeah, the impact, like they say, is like just over 4 inches long.
I'm so excited.
Super tiny.
Want to know what tool videos that you should watch this weekend? We've got you covered. Starting with the creative and insanely talented Alex Steele, who ordered a bunch of welders off of Amazon and proceeded to test them all. He wanted to see if you could save some money while still getting the job done. He makes me want to get into metalworking as a hobby, in all my free time.
You guys are getting free time?
No, I lied.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Taylor at Tinker with Tools has a new Milwaukee random orbit sander that was announced last summer during Pipeline. He compares it to his old Milwaukee and Ridgid and finds out if this new one is worth the hype and the price that comes with it. Oh my god.
Sorry, Last Best Tool is reviewing O-Knife's Freeze 5 Mini Premium Titanium Itty Bitty Teeny Tiny Micro Baby EDC, and I'm obsessed. I never leave the house without a knife, but the thought of having a micro knife like that on my keychain, love it.
You don't need any more blades. Yes, I do. Not that that matters. Anyways. Tim Johnson has the new version of Milwaukee's M18 Fuel string trimmers and promptly heads off into the woods to start hacking up his brush.
Mr. Tools from Tools and Stuff is back to using his Makita tools for anything but their intended use, and I'm here for it. This time he's trying to use Makita's enormous impact wrench to drive a freaking screw pile, or screw pier, or screw anchor, or screw foundation, or ground screw, or helical pile, or helical pier, or whatever the heck you call them. Whatever it is, you're not supposed to drive one into the ground with an impact wrench. But Tools decides to try, and you'll have to watch to see if it works.
For what it's worth, Mr. Tools also shared a full review of that Makita 1-inch long angle impact wrench this week, and it's worth a watch too. Moving on to our weekly platinum tool deal from Ohio Power Tool. This week, our unique code will get you $50 off a purchase of $100 or more of anything from Klein.
But remember, the code that we're going to give you will only work for the first 25 people to use it. So make sure that you are subscribed, you click the notification bell so you never miss a deal that comes out on Friday nights.
All right. The code you need this week is TS10813. Good luck.
I want to thank 3W Liners and Ohio Power Tool for sponsoring the show this week. We could not make the tool show without you.
All right, guys, do something kind for our neighbor this weekend, and Sarah and I will see you next week.